Hello. Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday at 7:30 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States of America, 4:30 on the West Coast, and 23:30 GMT, whatever that means to you, wherever you may be. It's the Odd Rock Comedy Hour, and this is my favorite part of the show that says, where I ask if you can hear me, and I already got a text from a friend that says I'm live on Facebook and Twitch. Yes, this is the first official Odd Rock Comedy Hour live stream that is being multi-streamed to multiple platforms. We're on Twitch as our home. That's where we've been doing it. This is the sixth week in a row of the weekly Odd Rock Comedy Hour, which, for those of you who are seeing it for the first time, this is my monthly show that I do live at QED in Astoria, which is a wonderful venue in Astoria, Queens, which is about 12 miles from my home here in Brooklyn, and it's closed like everything. And so we're doing this on the live stream now. So you can chat either on and we're on YouTube Live, so you can chat through Hey, all right, we got some people from the YouTube. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, you were. I did a pop-up show last night. Just a tech. It was my tech rehearsal, my sound check last night, and some people found it, which was fun. So yeah, we're on YouTube. We're on Twitch today, and we are on. This is our the sixth week that we've been. This is the sixth week we've been doing the live stream. So anyway, I got a lot of stuff planned. I got two wonderful guests tonight. We got people Skyping in, one from here on the East Coast, one from on the West Coast of the U.S. We are transcontinental tonight. And I got a couple new things for you. We've got a lot of fun stuff. I got the chat room going. I'm getting a lot better at not being totally distracted in the middle of a song. So I'm trying to read the chats in between songs. And during my guests, I'm going to go jump into the chat room. And did you guys recognize that music from... It's more Price is Right music. I think that's the one that they play when right after you go, come on down. A friend of mine gave me an entire album's worth of Price is Right musical cues, and they're fascinating. Hey, what's up, Christina? And this, I think, is the... I can't remember which one this one is. This is, I think, a new car! Yeah, you got it. Price is Right. It's music is stuck in my brain. There's like 20 different musical cues, and you hear them, and you're like, I remember this. This is the one from this. This is the one from The Mountain Climber. So let's let's get things started. So I think the Facebook messages, they're not coming through on the live screen here. Yes, new things. The Facebook messages, but I'm going to try to fire up the Facebook. It's all so many things trying to coordinate and mush together. I don't want to get too technical, but I'm mushing a lot of things together tonight. So yeah, this has been fun. You can see it's still light out here in New York. And that's the thing. My show is at 7:30 in the winter. It's great because it's dark, but as around this time of year, it starts to get light early. And my show, it's harder to get audience when the sun is out in the theater world, in the comedy world. But now that we're all stuck inside, maybe it won't be. I don't know. Maybe this is a better thing. Maybe it's better to do it earlier now that we're stuck inside. But I don't know. You tell me. I guess I'm not. Hello, everyone. Hello to the YouTube commenters. Yes, this is the first time we were on YouTube. It's a 6th show overall. We're over on Twitch. And if you are on Twitch, if you give me a follow, I'm almost up to 50 followers on Twitch. I don't really know what that means, but they say something happens at 50. That life begins at 50 on Twitch, apparently. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I'm loopy as ever, as you see. But I do want to talk about, I got a couple pictures. I have a slideshow. I have vacation slides. Isn't that exciting? But if you've been following me on Twitter and Instagram and on my website, robprocks.com, when I realized we were going to be stuck in the house for a while, I decided each day I was going to post about a different state because I have been to all 50 U.S. states. So I've been going through alphabetically and talking about my various travels to these different states. So today was North Dakota. Woo, because we're up to day 34. Oh, my gosh. So I went through the news, and now I'm in the north. So I did North Carolina yesterday, North Dakota. So I want to show this. Here's a picture from North Dakota. That's me in 2008, early 2008. You could tell because I have a little bit more hair. And that is Salem Sue behind me. Here's another picture of Salem Sue. There she is out on the prairie in New Salem, North Dakota. New Salem, North Dakota. Where's the right channel here? Oh yeah, New Salem, North Dakota. And so I love roadside attractions. So when I used to go on the road a lot, I would see a sign for, hey, it's the world's biggest frying pan. It's the world's biggest Paul Bunyan statue. So that was billed at. That's Salem Sue in New Salem, North Dakota. She is billed as the world's largest Holstein cow. So I see posters and I'm like, oh man, the world's largest Holstein cow. I got to see that. The billboard should say the world's largest statue of a Holstein cow. because I was sorely disappointed when I realized what I was in for. It's just a statue of a cow, but it is incredibly large, and it's apparently the biggest one out there. So if you happen to be driving west of Bismarck, North Dakota, and you have some time to kill, go see Salem Sioux. Also, one other stop in North Dakota on the world's largest thing. This is much less impressive, but see that little line in the middle of the screen? I don't know if it's showing up on the streamed feed, depending on your resolution and what kind of device you're watching in. That is me, and right in the center of the screen is a tall, thin, dark line. That is, at the time, was utterly fab. Is that Nancy? I knew it was a good pun. It had to be Nancy. So this is the tallest. At the time, this was the tallest structure in the world. It was the tallest man-made structure in the world. It's a TV broadcast tower, and it was 2,063 feet tall. It has since been eclipsed by the Burj Khalifa and two other things, Sky Tower, I think, in Tokyo, and something in Singapore. But at the time, it was the largest man-made thing in the world, and it's really not interesting to look at because it's out in the middle. Well, it's in eastern North Dakota, which is very flat, and as you can see, there's nothing to compare it against. Oh, hey, someone remembers Life as a Comic. Excellent. I've actually had to use some frames from Life as a Comic in order to get pictures from different states. I think Kentucky was one that I didn't have any photos of, or still photos, but I had some video from Life as a Comic, one of my Life as a Comic trips. So here, I want to start off with a brand new song that I wrote just today and yesterday because it's very important. I need to get this message out there. Oh, thanks. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because it says the world's largest Holstein cow. I'm thinking it's going to be a big freaking cow. And it's fiberglass. It's made out of fiberglass. But anyway, this is an important message I want to get out that... never thought I'd have to write a song like this, but, if... I might have to do a PSA, NBC, the more you know video for this. Don't drink bleach. Keep it out of reach. Don't drink Lysol. Don't huff Lysol. That would not be nice-all. Don't stick a UV bulb down your throat and blast your lungs with ultraviolet light. Don't rinse your mouth out with OxyClean. It won't cure COVID or make your teeth bright. Don't run out and take some drugs designed to fight malaria. They've not yet been proven to work. Any rumors they have has been fueled by hysteria. Don't eat any of that stuff you use to clean out your aquarium. Keep your friends away from that stuff too, or you may have to bury them. All right, everybody, sing it with me. Don't drink bleach. Don't drink bleach. Keep it out of reach. Keep it out of reach. Don't huff Lysol. Don't huff Lysol. That would not be nice-all. That would not be nice-all. Don't stick a UV bulb down your throat and blast your lungs with ultraviolet light. Don't stick a UV bulb down your throat and blast your lungs with ultraviolet light. Very good. You got them all in. I could hear you. That was very good. Now, don't rinse your mouth out. Don't rinse out your mouth out with OxyClean. It won't cure COVID or make your teeth bright. Don't rinse your mouth out with OxyClean. It won't cure COVID or make your teeth bright. And I'm not telling you this because I like you or because I don't want you dead. It's because if I get really sick, I don't want your dumbass taking up my hospital bed. So yes, I'm sure no one here needs to know that, but, maybe spread that around to the people that do, because apparently there are some people out there that need to know these things. So we got, like I said, we got a fun show tonight. I got a couple of guests Skyping in. I've got a new video to show you that I'm very excited about. But I want to play this one quick song, because I wrote this song as sort of like to mellow myself out. I really like sort of mellow bossa nova, light FM type stuff, because when I'm really stressed, that's the kind, just that major seventh chord is nice. It's just such a nice mellow thing, So I wrote this song because one thing that really stresses me out, and I realized it when I was editing my new video, is I was having some computer issues, and the spinning beach ball kept coming up. I have a Mac, so whenever the computer gets stuck or it's just like, I need a minute, you get the spinning beach ball, and it fills me with rage. So I wrote a mellow song about the spinning beach ball to try to mellow myself out whenever it shows up. Spinning softly in the corner of my screen is the most. What key am I in? Spinning softly in the corner of my screen is the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Spinning beach ball, you're no friend of mine. You're a sign that you're wasting all my time. I just tried to open Excel and Word, and the time you're taking is just too absurd. It's just a spreadsheet running simple math. There's no way it should make my whole thing crash. Your spinning colors taunt me. What can I do? Can you hear the things I'm calling you? Do you hear that motorcycle that just went by my apartment? I'll go get coffee and I'll read the news. And when I get back, if you're still around, it's Command Option Escape. I'll shut you down. I'll shut you down. Oh, I'll shut you down. I'll shut you down. Keyhound. What does that mean, Ross? I'm a keyhound. Does that mean a hunt and peck typer? I'm a good typer, but man, my computer is showing its age. My desktop over there on the other side of the studio is 7 years old now, and that's what in computer years. That's what 100 is the doubling thing. Who's Moore's law? Is Moore's law still in effect? I performed 3 songs in the same key in a row. I might have. I tried to, when I try to set up a set list, I try to, account for, not doing the same songs in the same key all in a row, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes if you see a lot of country music, you'll hear 5 songs in A just because it's a good country key. Anyway, I have a brand new video I want to show you, and then we're going to get to some guests because I got a big, lineup here. 2 whole guests. Skyping in, like I said, from Transcom. But so here's a song I did last week on the show, and I did it with backing tracks because there's a lot of fun backing vocals on this track, and it's about being stuck in the apartment. And today was a nice sunny day here in New York, so it's really hard not to, you have that urge to go outside because it's a lovely day and we've been cooped up in our apartment. So anyway, I shot a video last Sunday. I shot the video, and my friend Phoebe, who lives down the street, actually even volunteered to shoot some B-roll from the street. So you see some, it's all shot right here on my fire escape, right out that window there in the 18 square feet outside my window, my lockdown lanai. Another motorcycle. I don't even have to look. I know that guy's doing a wheelie. Anyway, so yeah, I shot a video, and here it is. All I have to do is play the video. I don't really need to explain everything because I overdo my intros. Now I just have to find it in my. There it is. All right, here we are. The world debut of my music video for being stuck in my apartment. Here we go. Well, the beach is closed, and I need some sun. But when I go out, I can't avoid everyone. Oh, I wanna get sunbeams on my face, but I gotta give everybody their space. So that means I can only go to one place. I'm catching rays on the fire escape. It's been too many days. How much more can I take? I'm going out of my mind. I need some sunshine. That's why I'm catching rays on my fire escape. I got a beer in a shot, and the wind in my hair. Shut up. I always get a spot, cause no one's ever there. Oh, there are no ocean sounds, but it's the best place that I've found to avoid people, cause it's 12 feet off the ground. I'm catching rays on the fire escape. I hope it's just a phase. It's really not that great. It's not sexy at all, and there's a chance I could fall when I'm catching rays on the fire escape. Well, I can't play any frisbee, I can't lie in the sand. I can do 2 whole things, I can sit or I can stand. I smile at people far away as perfect plan, but at least I'll get a tan when I'm catching rays on the fire escape. I'm catching rays on the fire escape. I'm tired of catching rays on my fire escape. All right. All right. Cool. Oh, wow. So now my Facebook, interesting. So my Facebook comments popped up on the chat room, but the other ones from other people can't. So that was Catching Rays on the Fire Escape, the hot new Beach Boys joint from Rob P Studios, filmed right outside my window on my fire escape with some help from my good friend who lives down the street who shot some stuff from the street. So I think we're ready for our first guest. So I got to fire up the Skype machine. And I'm going to give our friend Todd a call. He's a wonderfully funny performer, musician with a lovely voice. You're gonna, ooh, wow, that is so loud. Oh, let's turn that down. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, is that Todd Chappelle?
It certainly is.
Excellent.
I'm on your screen.
Excellent. All right, can you see me now? I got to get the 2-shot. Here we go. Oh, there he is. Now my audience can see you. Hey, everybody.
Very good.
This is, hey, we almost match. You got purple. I got a little burgundy going on. I like it.
Hey, man, I'm glad you get. That's cool. No, we didn't plan this at all. Not at all.
A little pop of color for the cameras.
That's right. You want to look good on Twitch, my friend.
So everybody, this is my good friend Todd Chappelle, and Skyping in from somewhere in Pennsylvania, undisclosed location.
About 20 miles south of Philadelphia.
Excellent.
North County.
And Todd has been on the live show a bunch of times, and I'm very glad he can join us here for the streaming, first one streaming to multiple platforms. Yes, so I'm gonna turn it over to you, let you take it away. Everybody, give it up for Mr. Todd Chappelle.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Please sit down, everyone. Thank you. Well, like a lot of people, I've been spending all my time at home, and of course, I've been having a lot of snacks, shall we say. And I felt compelled to write a song about my favorite snack food of all time. If you have a party for the Super Bowl, you only have one goal, the perfect food. Well, just reach for a snack that is triangular. It's not rectangular, and it tastes so good. I love Doritos more than burritos. Don't give me Fritos, that's a snack I'll veto. Even Judge Ito thought they were neato. I hate mosquitoes, but I love Doritos. Oh, they are so good. They are so good. People always ask me, what is your biggest musical influence? And I say alcohol, because this one was written under the influence of alcohol. I love Doritos more than burritos. They make my life completo. They can't be beato. Emperor Hirohito thought they were neato. My favorite Jackson brother is Tito, and I love Doritos. Thank you so much. I can hear all of you clapping out there. I know it's really something. I did take a trip out to the store probably about a couple weeks ago. And this time I was having some problems at the time. I was, coughing and sneezing, but it wasn't what people thought it was. Of course, people are very cautious about the coronavirus these days, but I had to write this song parody to tell them that they have nothing to be afraid of. Are there any Beatles fans out there? Well, if there are, I apologize in advance for what I am about to do. Oh, no capo for this one. Here we go. When I find myself in times of trouble and people run each time I sneeze, I have to tell them it's just allergies. I I don't have a fever. I'm at 98.6 degrees. Listen, folks, it's only allergies. Allergies, 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 oh, allergies. The reason for the sneezing is allergies. Yes, thank you so much. It's very strange to be doing a show into a computer screen in your own basement. It's very odd, very, very odd. Let's see, what else am I going to do? Oh, yes. Now that I'm home most of the time, there are really there's a group of people that I have a problem with, but I really have a problem with this group of people even more so these days because they just haven't gotten the message that you need to stay home. There's no reason to get up so early in the morning. So this song is about them. Oh, oh, oh. There's nothing worse in this world than morning people. It's 5 a.m. What the hell are you happy about? Normal people don't get up before the sun. What the fuck is wrong with you? You walk the dog, you hit the gym. I'm gonna hit you in your face if you don't leave me alone. Morning people, I want to hurt them. Nothing should happen before 5 a.m. except me sleeping and dreaming and sleeping and dreaming. What are you still doing in here? Get out! Morning people. Friggin' morning people. Whoo! Oh my goodness. Let me take a little sip of water out of my QED pint glass that I got a couple years ago at one of Rob's shows. Ah, oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. See right there? QED, right? We miss you guys. So this is going to be my last song. Oh, no, please don't go. Are you clapping for that? Last song, last song. So again, my name is Todd Chappelle, and I want to thank Rob for having me on his show. It was so great to just walk down the stairs to do a show at my own house. It was great. So thank you so much. I need lyrics for this particular one. And this is another Beatles parody. And again, it's related to the whole situation that's going on right these days. And, you know, I'm home almost all the time. And, you know, I have problems telling what day it is. And, you know, days blend into one another. And I don't know, a Tuesday seems the same as a Thursday. And so I had to write this song about what it's like to live in my house 24 hours a day these days. Yesterday. Tell me, what day was it yesterday? Was it Monday? Was it Saturday? Today's the same as yesterday. Suddenly, days of the week are meaningless to me. I threw my calendar away, you see. Oh, yesterday is a mystery. Now I have no place to go, don't you know? So come what may, I think something's wrong. Haven't showered in 3 days. Yesterday, I wore the same clothes I have on today. Is it Thursday now? I just can't say. And today's the same as yesterday. Had 5 Zoom calls yesterday. Thank you so much, Rob.
Todd Chappelle, everybody.
Yes.
What's happened? Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That is awesome. Yeah, that's I love both of those, and I also love you have an alternate version of the Beatles. Was it the OCD one too? So
Yes,
it's another favorite of mine. But I love the
OCD, but I have to do that one 3 times in a row, otherwise it gets real crazy.
But I love the new COVID particular tracks. Thank you so much for joining us. And you have a relatively new album out. I want to make sure my fans know about it.
It's available. It's called Small. I'm trying to get the glare out of there.
Oh.
It's called Smallest Hits, because you don't want to set the bar too high.
Right.
And it's got 15 tracks on it, so it's well over 4 minutes of solid comedy music. And it's
excellent.
It really makes a great gift for people you don't really care for. So you can pick it up, you can download it or buy it at iTunes or CD Baby or Amazon, or if you're patient, next year you can probably get it for 50 cents at a garage sale.
Excellent. So thank you so much. Once again, everybody, give it up for the wonderfully amazing, hilarious Todd Chappelle, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Todd. Good to see you, man. Take care.
You too.
Bye. All right. Todd Chappelle, everybody. Isn't he amazing? So much fun. I think, did I hang up? Are we still on? Oh, we still, so many things to coordinate. Yeah. All right. Hey, I'm getting better at the Skype guests. So once again, Todd Chappelle, so much fun. Such a good voice. I love his voice and guitar playing. Yes, getting applause from the chat room. So follow him. He has a website, toddchappelle.com. I'm going to put it up on the credit screen afterwards. Or if you follow the show's Twitter or Instagram, Odd Rock Comedy, all one word at Twitter. I always send out links to my guests. So I have another song. Oh, and before one of our big supporters out there tweeted out a picture of 2 years ago we did a Spring Festarella instead of Coachella. We did Spring Festarella. It was 2 Aprils ago, and a friend of mine, Nancy, she tweeted out she still has her lanyard. So because for my VIP guests, made up lanyards, and even for the artists, and so it came up in my feed about a week ago. The Facebook memory thing, which I don't mind if it's only like 2 or 3 years old. It always kind of freaks me out when it's like, here's your memory from 10 years ago, and you thought it was like 2 years ago, and you realize, oh my gosh, way too much. I'm probably not going to do the Pachelbel thing on this show just because it's a long bit, and this show I try to keep to an hour, and I got my guests on it and stuff. But I do have a new version of it. If you look on my channel, I posted a full hour show from New Year's Eve this past year. It's called Rob P. Live in Morris or whatever. It's one of the more current videos that I have up on my site, and it's a live video. The lighting is terrible. My plan this year was to shoot a brand new 45-minute to an hour headlining set in a nice theater here in New York with lighting, multicam. Those plans have fallen by the wayside. But so I had this. It's just one camera in the back of the room, but it was a really fun show and a really fun crowd. And at the end of it, I do the Pachelbel rant, and I actually updated a little bit because, as we all know, Maroon 5 came out with their song "Memories," which is exactly the Pachelbel chord progression. So I add that into the Pachelbel rant. So if you're jonesing for the rant, yeah, check it out. It's the last thing so it's like the last 7 minutes of that video out there. I want to get to this. I'm gonna play this song, and before we bring our next guest on, this song's a story. It leads off my most recent album, my Rob P. Rocks a Jazz Club, which I say it's most recent. It came out. I don't even remember. Oh my gosh, I don't remember when the album came out. I honestly don't remember. I think it was last year. I think it was a year ago. Yep, 2019. Oh man, Todd's song is really hitting home right now. Yesterday, I don't even know what year it is right now. Oh, anyway, this is a story about something that happened to me after a show. I was walking home. I had my guitar and a gig bag slung over my shoulder. It was late, and I cut down a side street to save some time. Yes, they are. Alive and kicking, Maroon 5. And as I was walking down this scary side street, a figure jumped out of the shadows. He says, "Hey, Rob." I could smell the smell of sulfur. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Don't you want to know how I know your name?" Not yet, Neil, not yet. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't really, I got like 50 followers on Instagram. Everybody knows me, right?" And he's like, "No, it's, I am the devil, and I'm trying to make you choose. Sell me your soul for a pot of gold, and I know you won't refuse." So my first question to this guy was, this pot of gold, he's like, "Yeah, it's a metaphor." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Because I'm taking the train home, and there's no way I'm lugging a pot of gold down the subway stairs. He's like, "Oh yeah, I totally get that. No, in exchange for your soul, I will give you incredible guitar skills." And he's like, "Well?" I'm like, "Eh." He's like, "What do you mean, eh?" I mean, I've been playing guitar for like 30 years, all right? And I'm not that bad at it. So is it really worth my immortal soul just to get a little bit better at guitar? It's like, "Oh no, you don't understand. I can make you the best guitar player in the world." I'm like, "To what end? Have you heard what's on the charts? It's all DJs and synthesizers right now. Who cares?" It's like, "Oh, there's still some genres that appreciate musicianship." I'm like, "Oh, so you're going to make me the best jazz musician in the world? Thanks a lot. I'm already poor." He says, "I am the devil, and I'm trying to make you choose. Sell me a soul for a pot of gold, and I know you won't refuse." It's like, "I could give you anything you want. I could make you famous. You could be playing arenas. I could put a band together for you right now, and you could be opening an arena tour for Imagine Dragons." Oh, hard pass. "Oh, don't knock arena tours. It's the only way artists make any money anymore. Plus, you'll have more women than you'll know what to do with." I'm like, "First of all, don't assume that I date women. I mean, I do, but don't assume that. That's rude. Second of all, women aren't a prize to be won or something to be negotiated with. Haven't you been paying attention to anything that's been going on this planet?" It's like, "Of course I have. I've been causing most of it." And he says, "I am the devil, and I'm trying to make you choose. Sell me a soul for a pot of gold, and I hope you don't refuse. Look, man, I'm going to give you anything you want. I am the Prince of Darkness." I'm like, "Hold up, you're just the Prince of Darkness? You're not even the head demon in charge. So say I make a deal with you, and you take it to your boss, and he doesn't approve it because he's like the king of darkness or whoever's above you. And then I've wasted my opportunity to get something for my immortal soul, and I won't get anything for it. It's like, sounds like I need to talk to your manager." It's like, "Come on, man, I got a lot of leads I need to track down tonight. I'm trying to win an office contest." I'm like, "Dude, well then stop bothering guitar players. There aren't that many of us left anymore. And why don't you go down to Wall Street and sign up some hedge fund managers?" It's like, "Oh, I already signed all of them because I am the devil." And I'm going to stop you right there, dude. It's getting late, and I really want to get home. And besides, aren't fiddle contests more your thing? It's like, "Oh my gosh, you challenged one guy to a fiddle contest in the 1970s. It's all anybody remembers." I'm like, "Sorry, dude, that sounds like hell." All right, a little story. Little story about a run-in with Old Scratch, or whatever the folk names for him is. All right, are you guys ready for another guest? We have another guest lined up, and she is wonderful. She has also been on the live show. She is a wonderful musician and a songwriter and piano player and composer and lyricist and all those things. So I'm going to fire up the Skype machine and get in touch with our next guest. We're looking for Amy Engelhardt. Come on down. Boop, boop, boop. Ba, ba, ba. Love that Skype music. Amy, what's happening? How are you? All right,
That's the Skype music.
Oh, excellent. Now I gotta get the right shot. There you are. All right, now I have the right shot up together. Yes, everybody, this is Amy Engelhardt, Skyping in all the way from the West Coast. What's up? Little hang loose. So thank you.
some point that I'll get the Price is Right showcase showdown down the tubes sound from you. I know you have that sound effect, and I love it so much.
That one? What? That's one of the loser sounds. I don't remember which one exactly it is, but
I have to say that when I hear that, I feel like I've faked being sick so I could stay home.
Right.
Because that was on at like 10:30. It was the hour of power.
Yes, it was the weekday. It was weekday watching. Mandatory weekday watching. No cartoons at that hour, so you had to watch game shows.
Until the soap operas came on, and then you were like, "Oh my God, I wish I'd gone to school."
Right. Excellent. Well, I'm going to hand over the screen to you, and my fans are eagerly waiting some wonderful music. Thank you so much for joining the show. We'll chat a little on the other side on the other side of the break, or whatever they say on the radio. Thank you so much, everybody. Give it up for Amy Engelhardt.
Hey guys, hello. I'm actually from New Jersey, and I'm in New York a lot. I'm from New Jersey and I live in LA, so you write the joke. I don't. I've yet to come up with the punchline for that, but maybe the punchline is me. As you can see, I have my Fisher-Price Little People on the piano, and they're social distancing to scale. I think they're doing pretty well, and I also want to point out that when this quarantine started, I looked like this. Okay, this is me with my happy dyed red hair, and now I pretty much look and feel like this. So I was wondering what I would do for the Odd Rock show, and I came up with two things. And the first thing, literally, is something that I wrote this morning because I'm in this songwriting group, and there's prompts and stuff, and this is a wonderful time to do it because it makes us get our creative juices flowing. So there was an assignment, and I did the assignment, and because what the hell, I'm going to do a tune that I literally have never played before that I just wrote this morning because, hello. I even need glasses to read my own. I literally, you can see I have chords and crossed out stuff, and this is going to be the first time that I'm doing it through. And and now that I'm thinking about it, the last time I did Rob's live show, I did something for the first time off book. So what the hell, y'all are hearing this. So the assignment was the phrase "make a move," and you could use that any way you wanted to, either in the song, as the title of the song, whatever you wanted to do. And I had about 3 or 4 ideas, and this is what I went with, and literally just wrote this, finished it this morning. So good luck. I'm a coward, sad but true. I can't do what I gotta do. An empty tower, stupid joke. When it matters, I'm gonna choke. To cut bait, leave town. Don't look back when the walls fall down. Big tracks and road. Make a move, make a big move, make a huge move, make a really big move. Do it now. Make a move, make a big move, make a huge fucking move, make a really big move. Do it now. Make a move. I'm a weasel, at least I know. I work hard not to let it show. And this us thing, it doesn't work. jerk. So cut bait, weep down, don't look back when the walls fall down. Big tracks, get out. Oh, make a big move, make a huge fucking move, make a really big move, make a big move, do it now. Oh, make a move, make a big move, make a huge fucking move, make a really big move, do it now. So very impressive, so misunderstood. So passive aggressive, a worm in the wood. Just take the controls and do what I should. Make a really big move, make a big move right now. Oh, make a really big move, make a big move, make a huge fucking move, make a really big move. Make a big move, do it now. Yeah? Is that a yes? Does that work? Literally, I haven't tweaked it. I haven't apparently learned how to do the transition to the. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you. You've been my test case audience, and I can't hear your reaction. I can see Rob clapping, but I'm gonna go with Grammy winner. All right. I can't see the comments, but Rob, can you see the comments?
Yeah, there's been a few. They're just people. Someone congratulated you for debuting a song live. They were excited about that. Here, let's go back to the two shot. Hey, now we're in the two shot.
Okay, but the second question is, I could go super goofy, like for this second song, or I could go just like kind of the level of goofy I just was. So super goofy or the level of goofy I just was.
I'm a fan of Super Goofy. Oh, a couple more comments. I heard there's Awesome Amy from Nancy, and it was awesome. Make a move! Exclamation point from Neil. So, yes, some. But I like the Super Goofy. I think that's my preference. So, you know, if you're feeling it, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the super goofy just for the heck of it, because this
Okay.
is the Odd Rock Comedy Hour, and I don't know if you have a mirror thing, but I'm gonna do this anyway.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if you don't have a mirror function, then my website is Mockdris or
It's coming in. It's coming in legibly here. Yeah. And,
So if you guys sign up for my mailing list, which will tell you when my live streams and stuff are, I will send you a free MP3. And that's how you do it. You go to my website. And I'm in New York all the time when there's a real world. So
when you're allowed. Yes, and we're getting lots of votes for Super Goofy. So I think I made the right call.
All right, good.
So take
and
it
I
away.
think this is gonna resonate with your fans. So I was asked to write a song about a movie that came out in, I think, 2017. This is when I wrote this song. And it was a movie about a very famous World War II battle. Yes, super goofy, Amy. It's a very famous World War II battle that apparently everybody knows about in the UK. And the film did not win the Academy Award for Best Picture. It did win for sound editing, but it was part of this group. And the prompt, the idea to do it was any Academy Award nominated film, take that film and however you want to use it. So if that's what you're told to do, I suggest in hindsight that perhaps you see the movie first. How did you get to where you are, sir? Did you rise up through the ranks? How did you get to wear that star, sir? Guess I respect it. But the rest of you, no thanks. Just cause your shirt is tight and golden, you think you own the fucking ship. This Starfleet grad is not beholden. As to your future, here's a tip. It's blanks you're shooting from that gun, jerk. You're Dunkirk. And since you posted here before me, said there's one thing you ought to know. The captain's eyes would soon explore me, and he would try to boldly go. And he did honor me in sick bay. On the bridge made kissy noise. It's always let's act like a dick day. Even in space, boys will be boys, but you're no longer such a young turd. You're Dunkirk. Corny frat boys never cracked a book. I'm a scientist. Who cares how I look? And what's this cocktail waitress uniform? Oh, I think I see a pattern. You'll get me to bend over so you can see all the way to Saturn. But I'm inspired now by Venus. You will intimidate no more. Check out your interstellar penis. You are going where no one has gone before. Your phaser cannot even stun sure. While you're walking down the halls, I am not looking at your balls. I study planetary fog. I don't read the captain's log. I have an actual job to do, and I'm not interested in you. Quit your stalking and your skulking. Take a lesson from your book. Second place. The shit was never any fun, jerk. You are Dunkirk. I'm serious, Tiberius.
Well, the beach is closed.
Woo! All right, wait, I have some applause. Amy Engelhardt, everybody.
No, sit. Really. Sit.
They're sitting, they're standing, they're getting stuff from the fridge. They're very excited. But yeah, we got some good fun comments in there during. I don't have the comment thing up on every screen, but that was wonderful. Yeah, someone actually just said in all caps, "I love this song." So, oh, there they are. There we got some applause coming in.
It's on the phone. That song, it's just me and a piano at the moment, but there's a demo of it on the phone.
Oh, excellent! Yeah, check out the Fump. That's and I want to also. Where is it? Amy and I, when we were doing our tech rehearsal earlier today, we realized we had the same model car 1 year apart. You had a '76 Plymouth Volare. I had a '77 Plymouth Volare, and so. And I have a friend of mine painted an album cover for me, and he asked me what my first car was, and I said it was a '77 Plymouth Volare. So he looked it up and he added it to the cover because I wanted like a Superfly James Bond kind of album cover, and so that's the coolest a Plymouth Volare I think has ever looked, if you can see it.
That is hideous.
Yeah, it's yeah. So
Like I told you, and I'll share with our audience, when my grandparents bought the car for me, I was at college, and you can't look a gift horse in the, well, you can, but and they said, "Oh, Aim, we got a new thing for your new car to replace your '72 Nova, and you're gonna love it. It's sporty."
Well,
I went to their house, who's in South Orange, New Jersey. I go to their place to pick it up, right, and I see it on the street. I'm like, no, that isn't it.
You said it was beige, right?
It was beige. I called it Blanche, and the entire electrical system died every year. Yeah. Like clock. For 2 years. Well, actually, every of the 2 years that I had the car. $1,500.
Oh, my friend Nancy says, I think she meant Volare is so fly in quotation marks because, yeah, it's was it Dean Martin or?
Meaning so fly.
Everybody, this is Emil.
I love your cover show.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for that's a good reminder for me to plug my own dang show every Tuesday at 8:15. Cover Tuesday. Join us again, and one more time for Amy Engelhardt, everybody. And I'll have your website up on the end for my fans, and or they can follow us all on the Twitters. They'll find us. They'll find me through you, or you through me, or something. But thank you one more time, all the way in from California, Amy Engelhardt, everybody.
Up to New York.
Thank you. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye. All right. So that was Amy Engelhardt. All right. So autocorrect ruins all the best puns. So I'm gonna do a couple more songs for you wonderful people on this beautiful Saturday evening. And then we're gonna party like it's 1999. No, we're not. Actually, we should. It'd be fun. We could go outside. Actually, speaking of which, this song comes from 2001, and it's been on my mind a little lately. It's a song I wrote that was on my... where did I put it? It was on this album of mine, Living It Down, which I put out in 2001. And the joke is it's called Songs from and Inspired by the TV show Living It Down. It was as if it were one of those WB, CW dramas, and this was all the soundtrack for it. And because this is my third economic, fourth maybe. Well, in 2000, I moved to New York in '96, and the .com boom was starting to boom, and it was really fun. I never worked for the .com industry, but I had a lot of friends that did, so I got to tag along to a lot of launch parties. So I got to go to a lot of open bar launch parties, and so yes, I did suckle at the largesse of of the wasted money. Yeah, I've been around for a while. I haven't been aware of it. I don't like to say it out loud. It reminds me that I'm old. But yeah, so this, and so when, before 9/11 and that economic, like the economy was already going to crap because the .com bubble had bursted, because a lot of these .com companies had a lot of investment and they didn't really pan out. And so a lot of my friends who did work for the .coms were getting laid off. We were having these things called pink slip parties where everybody who'd been laid off would try to network. And I thought what the movement really needed was a song for the working man and woman, like a Bruce Springsteen type song for the working person, but there wasn't a song like that for the people who are working in the internet industry. So that's what I wrote, my Bruce Springsteen working person song for the persons who worked in the online industry. So if you remember it, it takes you back. If you don't remember it, maybe it's be like a history time capsule thing, but all right. This song goes out to all the people who are struggling. I'm not talking about the farmers who are losing their land to the corporate farms, or the people who are losing their job in the manufacturing. This goes out to the people who work for the .com industry and just got laid off. We feel your pain. Well, I went into work today and saw my computer was gone. It didn't take too long to figure out what was going on. In hindsight, I should have known things weren't gonna go so well. We spent $1 million on a Super Bowl ad, and we had nothing to sell, based on a true story. And now I'm only online in the unemployment office. 'Cause for the past 3 years we made negative profits. Now we're wondering if anyone will hire us, since we got hit by the reality virus. Meant as, like a meme type virus, not an actual. People say it was a market correction. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, this sucks. I had to sell my stock options today, and I made $3 whole bucks. I thought I had a one-way ticket to the upper middle class, but I guess the time is over when we could pull money out of our ass. Now I'm only online in the unemployment office, because our spending plan was not the least bit cautious. We were hoping a larger media group would acquire us. Then we got hit by the reality virus. Well, there's no use in complaining, it's all over, but At least I'll have more time to devote to my fan side of Jerry Ryan. She's the one that plays 7 of 9. Yes, I wrote that 19 years ago, and she's back playing 7 of 9 on another Star Trek series, and still looks amazing, so I feel very validated in my choice of her as a celebrity crush. Yeah, I'm only online in the unemployment office, 'cause we fell out of favor with the venture capitalists. I wanna go back to when Wall Street admired us, before we got hit by the reality virus. Reality virus, yeah. Reality virus. And in the song, I just do this over and over again, and then I start getting less intelligible over and over again, try to do a real Bruce Springsteen. Reality virus, reality virus, reality virus. Bruce Springsteen song, he'd count it back and 1, 2, 3, he'd play it for another 5 hours. Anyway, that was Reality Virus. More fan of the tall, leggy one. Oh, yeah, Dax. Yeah, Dax. Well, she was a symbiont, so she had a couple of different personalities over the years, over her lifespan anyway. All right, I'm going to do one more song. We're getting up on the hour mark. So, yes, one more time for my wonderful guests, Todd Chappelle and Amy Engelhardt. I really appreciate you guys watching on the various platforms. This is, like I said, this is the first time multi-platform, so it's harder for me to keep up with the Facebook comments because they're not coming in as fast, and it's also. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Like, let me know on Twitter or Instagram. Rob P Rocks on either one. Let me know what your preferred platform is, or what works for you, because I'm still figuring out. I like Twitch. Twitch from my end works well. People can watch in a browser without having to create an account, which is handy. For example, my mom watches in a browser that I just embed in my website, which makes it super simple. So I like doing it on Twitch, but Facebook. I have a lot of friends on Facebook, so it's fun to catch up with other people that I haven't seen in a while. So anyway, Facebook Live was really sticky. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you for Armchair News. And I do like it that Twitch, people have aliases and stuff, so sometimes it takes me a second to figure out who's who. It's very mysterious. It reminds me of MySpace. Oh, man, I'm so old. Anyway, so I'm going to leave you with this song. This is a song about my neighborhood right here in Brooklyn, but it can be applied to a lot of cities. I know there's neighborhoods in Chicago that it applies to, and I know it... Seattle, definitely it applies to San Francisco, places in LA. Because going back and forth, I just read a really compelling article today in the New York Times about a woman who had run a restaurant for 20 years, and she was she's closed now, of course, and she was oh, okay. Oh, it's okay, cool. Hey, so it's a really compelling story about how much the city has changed over the years and whether or not she's gonna stay in business. Because anyway. I often think about whether or not it's time to leave New York, because it's harder to be an artist here than it was when I moved here in the 1990s. And so this song is sort of about that struggle. It's called $9 Cupcake. Although right now I would be nostalgic to go out to a very expensive bakery for no frickin' reason. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with this. And again, so Cover Tuesdays 8:15, and then Odd Rock Comedy Hour, Saturday, 7:30 right here. So here we go. $9 cupcake, you better be damn good. You better have a job baked into you that helps me afford my neighborhood. You better be my soulmate or the Holy Grail. You better have the winning lotto numbers or Kate Upton's email. You better have frosting made of cocaine or flour made of gold. You better get me higher than the biggest joint I ever rolled. You better give me confidence and take away my sense of dread. Tell me I made all the right decisions as I lie awake in bed. $9 cupcake. Think you're better than me? You just waltz into my neighborhood and bougie up my street. I'm sure you're tasty, but why should I care? We don't need to eat everything with our noses in the air. When I first heard about you, I only laughed and mocked. But what the heck do I know? There's a line around the block. Why do people love you? I just can't figure it out. I guess you give them something that they can blog about. $9 cupcake. $9 cupcake, are you why? The rent's too damn high. Our culture gets cupcake. I've got a hunch that I will hate you more than I hate people who love brunch. $9 cupcake, messing up my hood. I might pay $4 for you, but only if you're really good. $9 cupcake, $9 cupcake, $9 cupcake, $9 cupcake. Audience sing along, $9 cupcake. All right, $9 cupcake. Just the people now, $9 cupcake. $9 cupcake. $9 cupcake. $9 cupcake. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being part of the 6th live streamed Odd Rock Comedy Hour and the first one that is streamed onto multiple platforms. One more time for my guests. Give it up for Amy Engelhardt and Todd Chappelle. And thank you. I can hear you. I know you're doing this at home. I'm just putting that in there for my own personal. Yeah, all right. Come join us Tuesdays at 8:15. Cover Tuesday is a fun set. That's enough of that. A fun set of stupid covers, as I call it, because I try to cover lots of wide variety of silly things. Thank you guys for tuning in. Cover Tuesday at 8:15, and every Saturday here at 7:30. Follow the show at Odd Rock Comedy, and follow me personally at Rob P Rocks on all the things. Twitter, Instagram are the main things that I'm on, and I'm gonna go hang out in a couple of the chat rooms and try to catch up with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a wonderful time. It really gives me something to do and also helps me remember what day it is because I'm like, all right, Saturday I got a show, Tuesday I got a show. So thank you for joining us. I hope you had some fun and come back and we will see you again. Thank you so much. Bye. Stay safe. Take care.